Oh, what is going on, guys? My name is Encrypted, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having yourselves an amazing day, and in today's video, as you guys can see by the title, we are finally starting part 1 of the new series that I had on my channel called Road to Mastering Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I'm not sure if that's the exact title, but it's going to be something very similar to that. And in case you can't tell by the title, we're going to be mastering Minecraft Bedrock Edition, all in a series on this channel. You guys do not want to miss it, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, especially if you don't know all of the main things in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, especially if you want to get better at Minecraft Bedrock Edition. You're going to want to check out this channel, especially this series. That is what it's geared to, do, I guess. So definitely subscribe if you're new. Also, like the video if you do enjoy it at any point. I would greatly appreciate that. You guys seem to really enjoy the idea of this. I made a video a few days ago talking about it, and basically just giving you the whole rundown on what I was going to do, because I knew releasing this video just randomly like this would probably surprise you and be like, wait, what the heck is this? What is this all about? That video was meant to clear it up, so if you didn't see it, go ahead and check it out right now. It should be up on the screen up at the top right hand corner. You can click on the card. It should take you to it right now. But if you don't want to watch the video, no big deal. I should be able to give you a brief rundown of it right now. So if you already know what I'm going to say, go ahead and skip this part. But if you want to hear again, here it goes. This series is meant basically to improve myself with Minecraft Bedrock Edition. There's a lot of things I'm not that good at, such as building, redstone mechanics, spawning mechanics, regular mechanics in the game, the whole plot of the game even to some extent, mining, all kinds of things. I have all kinds of questions, all kinds of problems I have, with this game that I'm not that good at, and I want to get better at it, because this channel, I want to one day make this channel one of the best Minecraft Bedrock Edition channels here on YouTube. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to really feel this game for myself and get to a point where I can make tutorials, I can make guides, I can make building instructions, I can do all kinds of things to teach you guys. But at the same time, I want to be able to make some fun out of this. I want this to be fun. I don't want this to be boring and all about research and, tactics and methods. I want it to be fun. I want to have fun, showing off new builds I'm coming up with, showing you guys the tactics, helping you guys learn about the game with me if you have any questions, have conversations with you guys in the comments about it. I want this to be fun. So that's why I'm actually doing this series, because I feel like I can learn a lot. I feel like you guys could learn a lot, and I feel like we could all enjoy doing something like this. So if you guys are, rusty, I guess you could say, with any of these, things in the game like redstone or building, or, you just want to get better at it, or even if you want to help me get better at it or anyone else, you should definitely check this series out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The first few episodes might be a tad bit boring because we are going to be going over the basics of the things and all that, but once we're done with the first few episodes, we're going to be getting into builds, into, different things, and maybe even some survival aspects. It'll be fun. Trust me. I think it'll be good. And one more thing I feel like I should probably mention real quick about this series is, obviously it is new. It's, I've never done it before, so in my head I have an idea of what I want it to be and where I want it to go and all that, but obviously anything can happen. It could change a little bit. So if you guys have any suggestions on, what I should do or where I should go with this or how you want it to be, just let me know in the comments. I read all the comments and I appreciate literally every piece of feedback you guys give me. This channel is built for you guys, so you guys deserve to have a say in how I run it. So let me know if you have any suggestions on how the series should be. I do plan on making it in my head, the way I think I'm gonna have it go is I'll go in creative mode. I'm gonna have a whole world in creative mode dedicated to this, probably a super flat. And basically in that world, I'm going to be doing big builds, I'm going to be doing test builds, projects, tutorials, things like that, and I'm going to be adding all kinds of things to these builds, and throughout the series we're just going to keep adding to this super flat, and adding different creations, different builds, maybe pixel art. I'll try my hand at that. It'll just be a fun building area for creative mode. But I know there are probably some people that thought this would be a survival mode thing, so I'm open to that, by the way. I'm open to doing some survival mode, maybe even having a world in survival mode dedicated to this. So just let me know below in the comments if you guys have any suggestions about that. And guys, one more thing I want to quickly say real quick before we get into the video. I apologize so much for not uploading yesterday. You guys know I try to get videos out daily. I'm all about that on this channel. I want it to, have consistent videos. and I could not get a video out yesterday. I don't know what it was. I just, like, my mind was just full procrastinate mode. So I really apologize for that. Seriously, I want to say it won't happen again, but I feel like eventually it will. But just trust me, I'm going to continue, if I can speak, I'm going to be continuing to get videos out daily. I promise. We've got all kinds of series coming to this channel. Don't worry, it's not going to be oversaturated either, by the way. I've got it all planned out. It's going to be really good. You guys will enjoy this. So please just bear with me. You know, it happens. But I do apologize regardless, though. And also, I thank you at the same time, because yesterday we hit 400 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. All of the new subscribers, all of the old subscribers, all the people that subscribed from this video, thank you so much. Like, we were at, literally 1 week ago, we were at 300. A week ago. I think it was like a week ago. And now we're at 400. Like, guys, chill. Like, this is crazy. Seriously, thank you to all the new subscribers. And guys, by the way, if you are new to the channel, join those guys. Hit the subscribe button. We can get up to 500 probably before the end of the month still. I've been saying that every subscriber goal, by the way, that, you know, we're trying to get, you know, up to, like, this goal before the end of the month, this goal. Like, here we are again. Let's get to 500 before the end of the month. I think we can do it. Let's do it. So, thank you guys regardless, though. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy this channel. I'm certain you will. Got all kinds of other series coming out here soon. And don't worry, it's not going to be oversaturated on the channel. I've got all kinds of things planned out. It's going to be perfect. I promise. You guys will love this. Anyways, guys, with that being said, let's get into this video. Alright, guys. So, as I'm sure you've probably already seen by the title, this is going to be part 1 of this new series where we're learning how to master Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and I thought the best way to start off episode 1 is to cover the basics of one of the hardest mechanics in the entire freaking game, and that is Redstone. We're going to be going over just the basic things about Redstone, literally the basic things that you need to know, and the whole point of, you know, why we're learning it and why we're even doing anything with it in the first place. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this. And by the way, if you are, you know, already very familiar with Redstone, there's a good chance you probably already know all the things I'm going to be going over. But you know what? It wouldn't hurt to watch just in case. Maybe I do say something that, you know, kind of just is like, whoa, what the heck? That was a curveball. I didn't see that. Or maybe you could even help me, you know, watch the video, see if I missed anything. Let me know in the comments. You know, I'm certain there's things that you guys know that I just don't. So, you know, if you want, check this video out. Even if you think you know everything about Redstone, just check it out. I think you'll like it. And one more thing to note, this is going to be my own, like, words. Like, I'm not going to be reading descriptions through Google or other tutorials or anything like that. This whole episode of the basics of Redstone, this is in my own opinion, my own words. So there's probably things I'll leave out. So if I do leave something out, you know, try not to get too upset. Just let me know in the comments, because it's important that I know these things. I want to know them. So that's the point of the series. But yeah, let's get into this. So first things first. What is redstone? What in the world is it? Is it like a red piece of cobblestone? Is it like some kind of red block? What is it? What on earth could this be? Well, it's pretty simple. It's literally a red piece of dust that you obtain from mining redstone ore underground. Redstone dust can be placed on the ground pretty much anywhere, and it basically can be created into trails. So if you put one piece of redstone down on the ground and you put another piece behind it or in front of it, it starts to create a trail of redstone, and you can make this as long as you want. This line is meant to act as a kind of like a circuit, I guess. In real life, you know, we have circuits and wires that carry electricity through them. Redstone's very similar to that. Redstone is basically the wire that carries the electricity to, you know, from one point to the other. Now the cool thing about redstone is it's actually the electricity and it's also the wire at the same exact time. So it makes it kind of cool because you don't have to get two different things and combine them. Like in real life, you have the wire and you got to get the electricity to go through it. And with redstone in Minecraft, the electricity is already in the redstone. You just have to activate it. Now how do you activate it? Activating redstone is actually pretty simple because there's a few pieces of equipment in the game that are specially designed to do this, and for example, one of those pieces of equipment would be a lever. If you put down a lever on the ground right next to the redstone, or anywhere next to the redstone, if you flicked it on, it would activate the redstone trail. Basically the redstone trail would turn up into like a, kind of like a brighter red basically. You would easily be able to tell that it's activated, and it will turn on the whole entire trail until you get about 15 blocks down the line, and eventually the current will stop because it's just too long, I guess, basically. And levers aren't the only thing that can turn on redstone. There's actually quite a few other things that can as well. For example, you could use a button, you could use a pressure plate, you could use a redstone torch, and there's a few other more advanced pieces of equipment that you can also use to activate redstone, but we'll get into those in the later videos. Now, what's the point of even using redstone? Why would you even want to use it? What does it even do? Well, basically, if you activate a redstone current, and at the end of the current, there's a like some kind of block, like for example a piston or a sticky piston. If it's connected to the redstone trail somewhere, either at the end or somewhere in the middle, it will activate that piston, and the piston will shoot out, and it'll basically turn it on. And there's a lot of other blocks in the game that can be activated with redstone, and again, we'll get into those in the later videos, but for now, we'll use sticky pistons as an example. Now the next question is, why would you even want to activate anything with redstone? What's the point of that? Why does it matter? Well, whenever you activate certain things with redstone, those items will interact differently with different blocks. For example, a sticky piston, when it extends, is going to attach itself to a specific block, whatever block's in front of it, and then whenever the sticky piston is turned off and it retracts, it's going to pull that block back with it. And if you were to build a big enough contraption out of redstone, you could build a machine that is designed strictly to move and place blocks back and forth in certain areas. It might not sound very cool at this exact moment, but whenever you get to a point where you can see exactly what I'm talking about, like, you know, you can make like a giant door or something along those lines, you'll see exactly how crazy this can get. Now, a good example of what I mean when I say redstone contraption is somewhere here on the channel I have a tutorial on how to build an automatic zero-tick sugarcane farm, and this is an example of where redstone truly shines. Through using redstone, we were able to use a contraption that not only grows sugarcane at an instant rate, but also harvests it immediately as soon as it's grown. This machine generates roughly 23,000 pieces of sugarcane an hour, and that's on a bad day. Most of the time it generates more than that. And that's a redstone contraption. And this redstone contraption may look complicated, but in all honesty, it's actually not that complicated. If you think about it and really take a minute to kind of like explain to yourself what every piece of redstone is doing and every block is doing in this, it's really not that hard to understand. And don't worry, at some point in the series we are going to go over that, and we're going to go over how to build our own without any tutorials, without any guides or anything like that. We're going to be able to do this ourselves, hopefully at some point. We'll be able to do other farms as well, but that's it for a later video again. But anyways, yeah, the point is, this whole farm, this tiny little contraption that took maybe roughly 30 minutes to put together, this contraption, now that it's in your world, it takes up virtually no space, creates virtually no lag, and it generates you 23,000 pieces of sugarcane an hour. That is a game-changing amount of overpowered. In a game like Minecraft, it's such a simple game. It's mine and craft. But whenever you throw redstone into it, it adds a new layer of complicated to a simple game. But with that level of complicated comes high reward. If you're able to master redstone mechanics and all kinds of other in-game mechanics and apply them to each other, you can create all kinds of things like this farm. And the reason this farm works so well is because it not only uses the redstone in a way to kind of manipulate the game's mechanics, but it also manipulates the game's tick rate. The game's tick rate for some reason is just now stuck on 0, so every time that this farm is activated, it grows the sugarcane instantly based off of the manipulated tick rate. And not to mention, this redstone farm also uses a way of kind of a broken mechanic in the game, I guess, that only is in Bedrock Edition as far as I've seen. And it kind of just, it works so perfectly by using the game's mechanics against itself. And that's kind of what all the farms are meant to do in Bedrock Edition. But anyways, I feel like I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We are going to go over that farm specifically at some point in the future, as I've said before. So I'll be able to explain all of those things I just said and explain what I meant in a future video, hopefully soon. But for now, like I said, I just wanted to go over the basics of redstone with you guys and kind of make sure we're on the same wavelength here. I know I probably left out quite a few things that may be important, may not be important, but whatever I left out, make sure you let me know in the comments below, because I genuinely am curious. I want to make sure I get everything pinned down in my mind that I can, and I didn't use any tutorials for this, or any guides, or any, Google, or anything like that. I just went off the basic things in my mind. I'm sorry, I cannot speak right now, I apologize. But yeah, redstone in a way is kind of like a puzzle. You have the redstone, you got the equipment, you have the idea, and now it's time to put it all together. And that's where the tricky part comes in. You would think it would be simple to do most of these things, but it's really not. In Java Edition, most of these builds are very, very complicated and just not easy to follow at all. But in Bedrock Edition, oh my god, it takes complicated to an extremely unfair level, and it really can be annoying at times. A lot of big YouTubers don't even play Bedrock Edition primarily for that reason, and I don't blame them. I understand there's annoying aspects to Bedrock Edition's Redstone, but there's also some good things to it. For example, in Bedrock Edition, you can actually move things like chests and pistons and dispensers and things like that. Things that you wouldn't be able to move in the Java Edition with sticky pistons. You can move those. And you might not think that makes a big difference, but believe me, you can build some major contraptions with those mechanics. Those are things that make Bedrock Edition and Java Edition totally different beasts. Bedrock Edition can do that, Java Edition can't. But at the same time, there are lots of things Java Edition can do that Bedrock can't with Redstone. And these things are considered just unbelievably important to Redstone. But in a way, I kind of like that Bedrock Edition can't do it. I mean, it makes it more challenging to build, specific things like this, to build farms, to build automatic zero-tick farms, to build all of these crazy contraptions. It makes it hard to do it in Bedrock Edition, but at the same time, it's so much more rewarding in the end. Whenever you finally figure it out, you finally build that puzzle the right way, and show everyone on YouTube what you've come up with, and see all the positive support and all that stuff, I'm sure it feels amazing, and I'd love to get that feeling someday. I'm ready to play Bedrock Edition for real. I'm ready to get totally into this, to just freaking master everything I can. Today's episode was on the basics of Redstone, and we're going to go very in-depth with Redstone in the future. We're going to go over all of the different equipment, the mechanics of the game on Redstone. We're going to go into different builds we can do. We're going to come up with our own builds at some point as well, and things that haven't even been done yet on YouTube. I'm sure we can think of plenty. But at the same time, this isn't just about Redstone. It's about all kinds of other things as well. Building, it's about the game's plot, the way the game's played, the game's basic mechanics, some more advanced mechanics in the game, the functions of it, all kinds of things. We are going to take Bedrock and we are going to do the impossible. We're going to literally break Bedrock and learn every single individual piece of it from the inside out. And I hope you guys are ready for this. This is going to be a really crazy series, and I think that this part is just the beginning. And again, this is just part 1, and it is just the basics of Redstone, so I'm sure it probably wasn't the most entertaining video, but I promise you, there will be major videos coming out soon to this series. Probably just in a few episodes from now, we're going to be starting to get into the in-depth, bigger mechanics of the game, and, bigger Redstone builds, and I think you guys are going to want to see it. I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to be plenty of things to learn about. But anyways, guys, regardless of all that, I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys are ready to get deeper into this series. I know I am. I'm going to be uploading hopefully more, and speaking of uploading, this series, I don't want to oversaturate my channel with it, but at the same time, I don't want to starve anyone for content on it, because we do need to get in depth with this soon. So I'm thinking for at least this week, I do plan on releasing at least 2 videos, maybe even 3 throughout this week on this series. And probably once we get a few videos out, and start getting into the more in-depth things, we'll probably cut it down to maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. Unless you guys really enjoy it for some reason, if you guys are just going crazy for more, I'd be more than happy to do more videos of it every week. But for now, I'm thinking maybe more like 2 or 3 for this week, and then cutting it down to 1 or 2 next week. But we'll look into that. Again, it could change. Also, if you did enjoy this episode, let me know by leaving a like, and also let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. Let me know if you're excited to see where it goes, and more importantly than anything else, be sure to leave your suggestions in the comments. If you guys have a specific farm you want to see me go over, if you want a specific video that you want me to make on this, please let me know. I'd be so more than happy to help you guys with anything you have, or just, you know, talk about anything you want in this video, or these videos, I mean. Again, this series is geared towards me, but also you guys as well. Let's just work together and freaking master this game. I mean, seriously, let's just do it. And guys, make sure you subscribe if you are new. Like I said, we just hit 400, and I think we can hit 500 before the end of this month. I think it is very much possible. So hopefully you guys do subscribe, and hopefully you guys enjoy this channel. Like I said, I'm planning on building it strictly for you guys. And I just want to make entertaining videos that you guys enjoy and that you can learn from. And I have so much fun doing it already. So, you know, all I want to do is just keep pumping them out for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy them. And with that being said, guys, I think that should just about wrap this up. I hope you guys have yourselves an amazing day, and I will see you in the next part. Peace!